Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian Ant and welcome to 3303. This is where I take a look at the news and happenings in and around Elite Dangerous. Today we take a look at the ongoing discoveries of the alien structures, what's up with all the rare material rewards, the PlayStation 4 is due a hotfix, and the Deep Recon X are planning a grand day out. Last week was a very busy week for Elite Dangerous with the discovery of some alien structures along with the release of the PlayStation 4 version of the game. However, these weren't the only things to occur, so we'll be getting into some of that in just a while. Sticking with the alien structures for a moment though, there is now around a grand total of 160 alien structures so far discovered, with many more being found all the time. However, despite their number, it doesn't seem to have brought any resolution to the mystery itself, and the nature of these structures remains largely unknown. Now, the method used to discover these was made by a number of commanders. In fact, a whole lot of people have put a lot of effort into discovering what this mystery is all about. There's a massive thread on the forums where you can see a lot of that activity, and much of the other activity, of course, has gone on Reddit, as well as the Discord sites. However, for the specific location method, which requires one of the unknown links as a piece of technology found at the alien structures, there was a pattern found in that, a mathematical pattern, which was decoded by Commanders Bioan and Commander Weiss. Commander Val discovered that these unknown links project a beam when in the correct system, and Commander Dreamstate figured out what the beam is pointing at. Now, there's a massive spreadsheet that you can see linked below, and this will show all the current sites where you can find these alien structures. Like I say, there's over 160 of them, and the coordinates for all of them are listed there. Now, considering the amount of effort that has gone into this puzzle by Frontier, as well as the nature of the structures themselves, it seems that all this must be leading towards something pretty significant. If you want to help out, then do jump into the canon thread, I'll link that below as well, and you can join in solving this particular mystery. For those of you who have been searching for exquisite focus crystals, biotech conductors, as well as cracked industrial firmware, you're going to be very disappointed to learn that the missions for these are once again broken, and the rewards for these are currently not in the game. This has been confirmed by missions programmer Dominic Corner, and he also went on to confirm that he is currently working on a fix for this and plans to get that out as soon as possible. There is a piece of good news in all of this though. A while ago, Frontier removed certain items from blueprint requirements. These were often very difficult to find items such as basic conductors, crystal shards, tempered alloys, as well as a number of other things. Now, these are no longer required as blueprints, but there was some suggestion that they may come back at a future date. However, Dominic has now confirmed that these items are going to be removed from the game, so it seems very likely that they will be permanently removed from any blueprint requirement. She may be dead, but Salome has made it back into the news again, this time in the form of her final message to all members of the galaxy. Now, I don't want to spoil it, so I won't go into too many details here. Suffice to say that Drew Wager, official Elite Dangerous novel author, left a coded message on the forum which enabled players to make this discovery. Now, if you want to make the discovery for yourself, I'll put the first post as a link in the video description, and if you'd rather hear the message on YouTube, then there's a link below linking to a video by VentureFox which contains the entirety of Salome's message. Incidentally, for those of you who are new to the game, Salome was a key figure in the novels Elite Reclamation and Elite Premonition, and she was also the focus of a recent in-game event. Now, if you've ever dropped into a conflict zone or even sometimes a distress call and found a capital ship arrive, you'll know that up until now, these have always been massive static beasts that sit there with powerful broadside weapons. That is now no longer the case. These massive ships now engage and travel around the conflict area and can maneuver almost effectively as any other ship. Of course, this means that they can now engage in combat in a very different manner as to before, and it also gives perhaps an indication of what we may expect in the future. Pure speculation here, but could this change perhaps be in preparation for the encounters with alien hostiles? After all, we know that an alien invasion is now not too far away. Now, the PlayStation 4 version of Elite Dangerous released last week, and for the most part it was a pretty successful release, but it wasn't without its share of bugs. There are a few in particular which have caused quite a few problems to commanders out there, and one of these was a screen tearing issue caused by VSync problems. Now Frontier have confirmed that this is going to be rectified with a hotfix they're going to release this week. There's no word as yet as to when the other bugs are going to be fixed, but if you have a particular bug that's causing you a problem, do check out the PlayStation 4 bug report forum because you may find a workaround there. I'll link that in the video description below. Deep Recon X present a grand day out. Now this is the first player organised event for the PlayStation 4. If you're a new player to Elite Dangerous, you might not be aware that from time to time, players go out into massive expeditions into the depths of the galaxy. Now as the galaxy is filled with 400 billion star systems, there is a whole variety of places to explore. But exploration can be a very lonely affair, so these expeditions are a great place to start out, or a great place to explore with other players. Now the Deep Recon X expedition is aimed at new players with fairly minimal ship requirements. The plan is to take new players on a tour of interesting locations that are fairly close to the inhabited bubble. Now the expedition isn't due to depart until the middle of July, so you've got plenty of time to prepare. If this sounds like something that's of interest to you, then you can check out the forum thread that contains all the details, and I'll link that below. That then brings us to an end of this episode of 3303. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys and girls next time.